Before this hearing even gets underway, something unusual is already brewing inside this courtroom. What looks like a routine criminal case is about to take a dramatic turn, not because of the original charges, but because of what the judge believes happened after the defendant walked into court. At the center of it all is one simple question. Did the defendant genuinely need a Spanish interpreter, or was the entire court deliberately misled? If the judge is right, this isn't just about wasting time. It's about wasting taxpayer money, abusing court resources, and showing complete disrespect for the justice system. Watch closely, because over the next few minutes, you'll see the judge investigate the issue in real time, calculate thousands of dollars in unexpected costs, and deliver one of the most memorable courtroom lectures you'll ever hear. And trust us, the biggest surprise hasn't happened yet.
I am an interpreter, Your Honor.
Oh, yeah.
Gonzalez.
Okay.
He's talking to the attorney. He says he doesn't need me. He doesn't know why they told me that he only gets the one for the first appearance. I don't know if you want me to stay.
I want you to stay. I want you to bring that defendant in with his lawyer. Tell him the judge would like to talk to him.
Yeah, they are talking in the...
I'd like him to come in here and talk to me. Okay? Can you tell him to come in here? Or do you want me to tell my court officer, do this for me. Stay right there. Go tell the lawyer and the defendant. What's his last name? Sloanti Gonzalez. Bring them in here. And his lawyer. And the file. Lisa?
Yes,
Not a happy camper, right?
I know.
Just so you know,
I know.
he's in there talking to Parcel of the last.
The victim's here also, just so you know.
I want all the interpreter fees added up on that case. Do you understand me, Lisa?
Yes,
Good.
I'll check.
Thank you. Put them in the file, please. And I will have a little conversation with this gentleman. Mr. Good. I'm going to wait about 30 seconds.
Yes.
Can you come up here, Mr. Interpreter? Mr. Crawford, come on up with that file.
Want the victim in now?
I want the victim. I want everybody. David Istalart Gonzalez, 25W86565.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Crawford, representing the defendant, stands to my right.
Name.
David, he's still Gonzalez.
Your name.
Mauricio Fernandez, the court lawyer.
And you are a certified interpreter in Spanish, correct?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay. And your name, Mr. Lucas.
My name is Carl Lucas.
What did you tell me when you came in the courtroom and I asked who you were?
Was an interpreter for this case, Your Honor. Mr. Gonzalez told me that he doesn't really need me. I call it perfect tonight. But yeah, the request was for the first appearance.
Did you tell him that? Yes?
Yes.
You told me you needed an interpreter.
Yes, I can answer from all.
The whole courthouse has been telling me that you were capable of carrying on conversation with them. I don't know why you're smiling. No. When it's your turn to talk, I'll tell you. The entire courthouse has been telling me for weeks that you're able to converse in English. You told me you needed an interpreter.
This is where the hearing shifts from an ordinary sentencing into something much bigger. The judge isn't accusing the defendant of simply making a mistake. He believes the defendant intentionally created unnecessary court expenses by requesting interpreter services despite allegedly being able to communicate in English. Interpreter services are a critical legal protection for defendants who truly need them. So if someone abuses that system, judges often view it as an attack on the integrity of the courtroom itself. What do you think? Is this a misunderstanding, or does the judge have a point?
If you want to play a game, I'll somehow figure out a way to give you permission to put a badminton court out back here, and you play out there. Go have fun. You don't bring interpreters in here because you want to be a wise guy. You don't come into a courthouse and act like you need an interpreter when you don't need an interpreter. Got it? You got it? How disrespectful. How incredibly misleading and disrespectful, Mr. Crystal. You know the good news about this? This upsets me. I'm not going to treat you worse, but you will pay for every nickel that the court's incurred and interpreted. Do you understand? You want to play another game? Figure out how much his fee is going to be today. I'm going to release the interpreter, Lisa, please. I want that included as well. You guys take your time. Go back and speak. Go over the report. Maybe there's some kind of an explanation that he's been taking English classes since the time he was arraigned back in July, and suddenly,
Notice that the judge is still leaving the door open for another explanation. Even though he's clearly frustrated, he's acknowledging that there could be a legitimate reason why the defendant now appears comfortable speaking English. That's an important part of judicial fairness. Judges can express concern, but they also have to consider possible explanations before reaching a final conclusion. Still, the defendant's apparent smile and body language seem to be making matters even worse in the judge's eyes, adding even more tension to the courtroom.
he's capable of speaking English. Maybe there's some kind of an explanation for all of this. I sure hope so. You've been a smug guy with me from the beginning, Mr. Gonzalez. You want to be smug? You can be smug. This is not the place to be smug. This is serious business. This is very serious business. Go out. You still look like you're smiling to me, and I just can't even imagine. I cannot even imagine somebody looking smugly at the judge with a smile on your face after the judge just discovered, after bringing in interpreter after interpreter, that suddenly you wise up and you admit that you can speak English. I watched him say, "Follow me," and you didn't even hesitate. My court officer here, half an hour ago, 20 minutes ago, were you in the courtroom? He said that, and it was abundantly clear, but it's been kind of clear before. But see, I find it so outrageous and outlandish that somebody would look a judge in the eye and tell them they need an interpreter if they don't need an interpreter. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you got a lot of money too, because these interpreter fees, they're not charging $22.12 an hour. Go talk to him, Mr. Crawford. Sir, you're released. Thank you very much. My sincere apology that somebody forced us to contact you and bring you in here when you had nothing to be here for. Go take your time. Here, give him this, please. I need to get off of this bench right now. Keep smiling, Mr. Istelar. Keep smiling. I hope you're enjoying yourself. People against David Istelar Gonzalez, 25W836565.
Your Honor, Michael Crawford, representing the defendant. Sir, please state your name for the record.
Name. Your client pled to attempt MDOP back on August the 6th. The prosecutor dismissed the malicious destruction of property charge. I ordered a pre-sentence report. Have you had the opportunity to review the report with them, and are there any material additions, corrections, or deletion?
I've had an opportunity to review the report with the client, Your Honor, and there are no material additions or deletions that we requested at the time. I found that we can apply this recommendation, and we asked the court to adopt it.
Mr. Lucas, your name?
My name is Carl Lucas.
All right, so I'm going to listen to what they have to say. They're urging me to adopt the recommendation. I'm going to go on to Mr. Istelart Gonzalez, and then I'm going to ask you if you have anything to say, okay?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
would you like to say anything?
You're speaking to me?
No, I'm asking Mr. Istelart Gonzalez.
No.
Thank you, sir.
Is there anything you would like to say, Mr. Lucas?
I did submit a letter to the court demonstrating the damages that were done to my vehicle, and I paid to have those corrected. I just want reimbursement.
How much were the interpreter fees, Lisa? And I want you to estimate how much we're going to pay that gentleman today. I think it was $160 an hour. I don't know.
They charge $160 an hour with a 2-hour minimum and an $80 travel fee.
So that's $400 on my math.
Yeah, he's been here 3 times, so I figured it to be $1,200.
Now the financial consequences begin to pile up. Probation isn't simply a warning. It's a court order with strict conditions. The defendant must report to probation, avoid any new crimes, complete anger management, maintain employment, avoid contact with the victim, and follow every condition the judge has listed. Violating even one of these requirements could bring the defendant right back before the court and potentially lead to jail time. Cases like this remind us that sentencing often continues long after someone leaves the courtroom.
$15 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as direct. You're to attend the anger management program with follow-up. You're to obtain and maintain employment, provide proof. I see that you are working, making $2,000 a week. You're not to have any contact with the victim, Carl Lucas. You cannot write, phone, see, text, email, or communicate with him in any way, or have anybody else do any of those things for you on your behalf. You're not to possess firearms. You're not to possess dangerous weapons. You're to serve 4 days on the court work program. There's a $35 a day charge for that, for a total of $140. You're to pay fines $100, costs $100, $75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. So fines and costs are $325. You have probation fees of $300, bring the total to $625. You have attorney fees in this case of $100, bringing the total. Let me just do my math here again. $325, $625, $725. You have court work program fees of $140 for a total of $865. I want to make sure that I'm getting the fees right, Lisa. You're to pay restitution through the court to the victim, Mr. Lucas. You're to pay through the court in the amount of $1,265.50. That brings your total to $2,130.50. You're to pay interpreter fees of $1,200.
Here's one of the biggest moments of the hearing. The judge officially adds approximately $E Urbiton interpreter fees to the defendant's financial obligations because he believes those services were unnecessarily requested. Combined with restitution, probation fees, court costs, attorney fees, and other assessments, the total financial penalty climbs to more than $10. Ling. That's a powerful reminder that actions inside a courtroom can carry financial consequences far beyond the original criminal sentence.
Your total here amounts to $3,330.50. If you violate, your probation could be revoked. You could be incarcerated for 45 days. You have 21 days to appeal. You have 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. If you violate, you're going to get 45 days, or you can get 45 days. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you have all of this to pay?
Then I would mean to pay what?
I'm not going to be very patient with you. Okay? How much do you have today?
$100.
I'm sorry?
$100.
You make $2,000 and you're single every week and you don't have more than $100?
Absolutely relatives outside.
I hope you've enjoyed this little experience.
The judge's frustration has clearly reached its peak. At this stage, the issue isn't only about money anymore. It's about respect for the judicial process. From the judge's perspective, the repeated smiles and reactions suggest that the defendant isn't taking the hearing seriously. Whether viewers agree or disagree with that interpretation, courtroom demeanor can absolutely influence how a judge views someone's credibility. Do you think facial expressions should matter this much during sentencing, or should only the facts count?
I cannot believe you did this. I know you're sitting there smirking again.
It's not going to be.
Pardon me?
It's not going to be.
Go ahead and appeal. And I hope the record's abundantly clear. Because you've had fun in the system, you have no respect for the system. Go ahead and appeal. Like I'm afraid. Give me a break. Go ahead and laugh all you want. You're going to pay $100 a week. And if you need more time, you're going to have to come in here and talk to me. Okay? Let's all have a good laugh. Let's all have a good laugh with Mr. Installart Gonzalez. Beginning September 15th. $100 a week. Thinks he's funny, huh? You better show up for everything, Mr. Gonzalez.
The judge now makes something crystal clear. Probation is not optional. Missing payments, ignoring court orders, or failing to appear can trigger probation violations and even jail time. The judge also reminds the defendant of his right to appeal, emphasizing that the legal process remains available despite the strong criticism delivered throughout the hearing. It's a striking contrast, firm accountability on one hand, while still protecting the defendant's legal rights on the other.
You don't. You go to jail. That'll be funny, huh? Have a great day.
Your Honor, just to be clear, his first $100 payment is due today, correct?
Yes.
So they're going to send a check
Yeah, we'll accept the check.
or credit card.
Or credit card, whatever you want. You get points.
But you girl, look at it.
See what? What did he say, Mr. Crawford?
What you say, Mr. Esquire?
Come on back here.
Come on back here.
That's what I said. There it is. Right?
You're not going to see me in court.
Oh, no.
No, you get to go in front of another judge and play with them for a while. How's that? Enjoy your journey through the criminal justice system. Mr. Lucas,
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry that you had to listen to all of that. I'm just amazed that somebody. I don't know what's going on anymore, to be honest with you. But that was. I'm not surprised that his conduct elevated to the point that it did on the date of the offense. Let me just put it there. Have a great day, sir.
Yeah.
Good
What
luck.
began as a routine sentencing turned into a courtroom lesson about honesty, accountability, and respect for the justice system. The judge concluded that the defendant had improperly used interpreter services, ordered repayment of those interpreter costs along with restitution and standard court penalties. imposed probation with multiple conditions, and warned that any future violations could result in jail time. Whether you agree with every word the judge said or believe there may have been another explanation, one thing is certain: this hearing left a lasting impression on everyone in the courtroom. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.